The first thing we want to discuss is you may have noticed that when you first begin setting up your deadlines, you're going to see that these notify checkboxes here are actually blank by default. And what that's telling you is that you have not, for this particular client, set up the auto notifications just yet. This is done on a per client basis from the main client screen. On the right-hand side of each client's file, there is a client options button, which is below the scratch pad we looked at earlier. Within this button, there are several different things you can utilize. In terms of the notifications, you'll want to go to the auto notifications tab and tell it which types for this client would you like to set up. When you click OK, it's then going to ask you, how does this client prefer to be notified? Is it email, fax, letter, or phone call? And I will point this out because the question has come up enough times, but if you do choose the phone call option, the program is not going to call the client for you, but it will, however, give you the details about what it is and who to call. Once you've made your selection and you click Finish, the program will tell you it's taking care of that. You will now notice that the Notify checkboxes are filled out on this client's file for each of the different task types you set it up for. Once it's been set up for at least one client in your system, you're going to see this window here called the Auto Notification Wizard come up first before anything else when you log into the program, and everybody will see this. And it's the default to show you a listing of all notifications that have to go out for all of your clients. The reason why everybody sees everything is that generally offices choose one person to be responsible for sending out all of these items. But if that one person's gone, then everybody else still needs to know what has to go out to pick up the slack for that person. Now you can tell it to just sort by the ones that are just assigned to you as a user, so you don't have to see everybody else's. And then let's say I'm the one who's going to be sending out this 5th monthly return. So I'm simply going to click Send Now. I'm going to confirm I want to do this, and when I click Finish, it's going to use my default email program, which on my particular computer is Windows Live Mail, but it does also work with Mozilla Thunderbird, Microsoft Outlook, and various other mail programs. You can see here it will fill out the client's email address, providing I have it on their file in ClientTrack, a subject of the email, and then also a body of the email. And the body of the email is based on a template I can show you how to customize. But because this is your real email program, you can now make any changes, attach files, and do whatever it is you need to do before you finally send it off and away to your client. In terms of the template for what it says on the text there, you can modify that by going to the Tools menu at the top of the program and opening up the Task Settings wizard. From in here, there's a tab labeled Other Task Options. And then there's actually two different settings you can toy with. The first one here is Global per Task Type, and it tells the program the amount of business days prior to the deadline that you should be sending out the notification to tell the client what you need from them. So it's a default of 15 business days. You can change it to whatever you prefer. And then to change the actual notification for the template, just below the number 15, there's a big green button here. And if we click this, we get another window, and it is allowing us to change what the template says. And it is, once again, global per task type. So you can make it specific to your company, but not specific to a client. So you'll make your changes, save them, test them, and then close this when you're completed.